Oosh. Hey peeps. Oh gosh. I started this video once already, and some people came by to visit, so I stopped it, and it was a pretty wonderful thing underway. I went to see if I could restart. Anyways, technical, there are a lot of technical difficulties on this channel, but what counts, I think, is here and working. So we'll just see what comes out again. I wouldn't be surprised if the same cards popped again. I mean, that's just been happening a lot lately. I'm sorry, I'm just going to take a sip. And I've been told a few times, I mean, some people say they can hear it fine. Other people say it's hard to hear. I am working on linking my mic. I have a lapel thing I got, linking it to the camera. I'm just, it's not my strong suit. So, and the lighting and the whole bit, it's still a work in progress. And I don't have a place to start. Maybe that's a place to start. You have to sort of begin it before you're quite ready. And I mean, if I'd waited till I was ready, till I thought I was ready to start this, I don't think I ever would have. It just, because I've been, in a way, prepping for it for months and months, making little test videos to see if it, and I just finally said, okay, jump in. You're not going to feel ready, just do it. And I think there's something in that Aries season, bring it kind of energy. Don't wait too long to feel that you're good enough or whatever it is. So let's see where we start here. They're wanting to come out. And there is that sense of being poised, being ready to roll, ready to rumble. Let's see. Okay. I got a few. Okay, first up is Four of Swords. An energy of healing, of at this moment not communicating, because you're busy sort of gathering your mental strength. Something's sapped it. Three of Swords precedes Four of Swords, and Three of Swords is hurt. So you're in recovery from something. And it's not a long recovery. It's like, are you virtually ready to come out of this place of seclusion? It shows a guy in a warrior, in such a repose that he looks like he's turned to stone, sort of. Kind of a Rip Van Winkle thing. But no, you're right about ready to enter back in. Strength. Kind of fits, doesn't it? You're recovering. You're gathering your strength after some kind of like a hip check. I'm thinking like in hockey, where ice hockey, where you're going down toward the goal and somebody just boosh bangs you. You're recovering and gaining your strength and your fortitude, and perhaps in a relationship that's where there's been something, an impact that like set you back, but not for long. Set you back. Eight of Swords. This appeared in reading number 1 as this constraint, and it can be some mental state of mind that has you trapped. It can also imply that somebody else is sort of tried to constrain you in their system of beliefs. And you're really not trapped. You think you are. But whatever it is, you're healing from it. You know, you are bouncing back stronger than you were before. Card of Leo. And you have the strength to get out of this thing, whatever it is. It's a mental, you know, it has to do with a system of beliefs that somebody is sort of trying to trap you in, or something you bought into. Hermit came out in the first read as well. You know, this is your own belief. This isn't being trapped in somebody else's system of beliefs or being up in your head about it. This is going into your it's the card of the sage. You're tapping into your own, you know, your internal sense of what's going on. It's the lesson that you've received, perhaps during this period of respite, Four of Swords. But the two major arcana on the board are the number 8, Strength, and the number 9, Hermit. And part of your strength comes from this. It's not really like, I mean, Hermit, you know, lives by themselves. But Four of Swords would indicate, no, it's a brief respite. You're going to tap into this and come back into the world with a new understanding, with that lantern that you're holding, which looks suspiciously, now that I think about it, like this thing. I just put that on the table this morning, and, you know, I love it. Shine the light on the path, on the basis of your own sage energy. So tell us about, well, just tell us some more, but perhaps about what you're healing from. Two. We got the Three of Cups. Ace of Swords. I think once you're healed, it's sort of party time. That there's this new beginning, not in your head, not constrained by anybody, but tapping into your own deep wisdom, which brings you to joy. Like the deepest part of you is lighting the path, Hermit, with that lantern. With the lantern. And it's like you're regaining your footing. I mean, this is a dance of joy, right? They're just zooming around. A celebratory energy. So you're like regaining your footing. And here's a new beginning. Not in that constraint energy, not even in needing to have the respite, the healing, Four of Swords. Here it is, the new beginning is here, and it looks to be extremely lively and joyful in its cups energy. It's about attachment and love. And to me, is the Strength card depicting the woman and the lion in this special relationship. And I always go like this because they have the infinity symbol is over her head. So it's not like we support each other once in a while, you know, we'll have your back maybe. This is like a relationship in which it's an eternal loop of comforting and healing each other. Yeah, okay. Under constraint, please, is Eight of Swords. It's kept you bound. Oh, wow. Seven of Swords. This is not a great energy. This is subterfuge. This is lying, dissembling. Remember I said that something about the, well, that was in your earlier read, excuse me, truth teller. Here's the truth. That you've come to this new way of thinking by virtue of overcoming. You know, there was some nasty behind the scenes, untrustworthy. I mean, if you could see his face, and I don't think you can, but he's looking like, you know, yeah, I got away with this. And it's right next to the card of the new beginning in truth. That's a bit strange. What is this sneak energy that you are extricating yourself from, apparently, by diving deeply into your own wisdom? And it can be self-deception. You know, it's not necessarily somebody else trapping you, Eight of Swords, or fooling you. It could be you're deceiving yourself about something. Four of Pentacles, a card of holding back. Protecting yourself. Well, I can see if you've been dealing with this kind of bullshit. Who wouldn't hold back from that? But it could also mean you know, you're kind of flying under the radar because you're in a self-protective mode. And it's always right at this kind of point that I just think, what? Another four. So there's the Four of Swords healing, and there's the Four of Pentacles protecting what's yours. So let's clarify that. Why Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles? What is going on? They're sort of not wanting to... Okay. Temperance. Brilliant. Hallelujah. Glad to see this on the board. You've got Strength and Temperance and Hermit. This is, you know, there's some hard-hitting energies that are very, very positive here. This is a card of healing, again, divine timing, balance, peace. So whatever's been the kind of trickster approach, Seven of Swords, and the need to, you know, clench and tighten and protect yourself. I mean, in a way, the angelic forces in the universe are stepping in. You know, now is the time for the new beginning. And it's kind of heavenly blessed. You can do this now. Ace of Swords. You've come into balance. And the universe is sort of coming into, for some kind of synthesis, is on the horizon. And it's a card of healing, so that, you know, what was sort of for real wrong and stuck and subversive and sneaky in mental energy is just not, that's not the case anymore. So let's go for Ace of Swords, Three of Cups. Finding your footing and joy. Hierophant. It has so many meanings. It can be the lesson that you've absorbed, you know, by tapping into your own wisdom. It can have also the opposite in the sense of some kind of system of belief. And maybe balancing that, the external, you know, you're coming into accord so that your internal wisdom, your sage energy, is synthesized with some external something. It could be a card of marriage too, and again, in that sense of synthesis. There's some kind of pronouncement here. And Hierophant is a little bit that way, like, and this is how you do it. I'll tell you how to do it. I'll tell you how to synthesize. And it's two people, two devotees. One sort of praying, the other's looking to the authority figure. I don't always like Hierophant for that sort of on bended knee. We got the Queen of Pentacles. Not a bended knee energy. This is Taurus. This is earth energy as well. I mean, it could even be like you're grounding your beliefs. Because this, remember I said this is being trapped maybe in somebody else's belief system? So you go do the deep dive into your own sense of what's real. Earth energy again, Virgo energy. And then we have a lot of fire energy as well. Leo, Sagittarius in the Temperance card. But whatever this thing is, it's not really external to you. You know, Pentacles energy, Queen of Pentacles, is a caretaking energy. He, she, they is a giving of their own abundance. You know, they share it. A lot of earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Very grounded. I mean, Hierophant can have that connotation of like rigid. I don't think it's rigid here. I think it's grounded. I think you're grounded. Oh, lovely. Ace of Cups. So it's a new beginning in a way of thinking and in a way of feeling. It's an opportunity for loving yourself, you know, in this caretaking energy. Principally, start with yourself. You know, that's a good. If you don't have this, you can't do this. The only way you can sort of share it with your peeps is to have it full blown in your own heart for your own self. So what you've discovered by doing this into your own the wisdom that you find in quiet, in solitude, is actually a synthesis, Temperance, of your deep knowing and kind of the belief system that supports it and grounds it in your own life. Regaining your footing. I'd say you've been liberated. You're coming into your own. It's a good time for you. It really is. In fact, it's divine timing. It's the time. Come out of protective mode. Come out of dissembling, lying to yourself or to anybody else, because you know the truth. You know it. You know it. I think that's it for now, and I'm going to do an extended, so stay tuned after this brief commercial break, in which I eat some lunch and like that. So if I'll include a link in the description box below, and you can follow me over there if you want to see more about this story, which really, I don't know, it looks pretty good. But if we wanted to dig in deeper, I think it would be into who, what's trapped you before. Is there a liar? Other than, or is it just beliefs that you have not led you to the truth? Well, they are now. They are now. It's as if you've gotten a hold of the whole question of faith. That's another meaning of Temperance. And Hermit. It's brought you into your own, which opens up this possibility for love. I mean, I'm curious. I'll like to do the rest of this reading, so join me there if you feel like it. There's a link to the optional below, and yeah, I think that's basically it. It's a beautiful day here. I'm gonna eat something and take a walk, and I'll be back. So join me for that if you feel like it. And yeah, Hermit, the lantern. You're your own best, tap into that first and foremost. That's how you overcome this other stuff. And ground yourself. There's a lot of positive earth energy in here, although there is that 4 of Pentacles kind of moment of insecurity. I don't think you have anything to be insecure about. I mean, we all do all the time, but like strength, you're going to overcome that. And it may take you a bit of a respite to kind of pull your, let your thoughts settle and get your head straight, sort of. Get your head straight, because there are wonderful things ahead, and the time is now. The time is now. Do this if you feel like it. Subscribe if you feel like we're growing the channel. It's really quite lovely, and what that does is like there's a collective here. That, you really are peeps, and if you're so inclined, if these readings sort of resonate with you, but we invite you in. There are a few of us already here. We invite you in. RSVP.